welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Last time we had just been named Spectre, the first human Spectre actually, and we're apparently going to be getting a ship, so let's hit resume and see what happens next. Alright, so we're here in CSEC Academy, and let's see what the journal says. Citadel exposed. You've proven Saren is connected with the Geth, and as a reward the Council has granted you Spectre status and commissioned you to track the rogue Spectre down. The Ambassador will provide you with a ship and crew. Meet him at the Alliance docking bay. Assemble through the central elevator in CSEC Academy. So we will be doing that, which is right here, right in front of us. Convenient. So let's head up the elevator. I think it's up at least. Yeah, it's up.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Yep, refusing to comment. That's never a good sign. So, how are things? Alright then. So here we go. Ambassador Udina and Captain Anderson.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Oh boy.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
So, like, forced retirement?
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Yes, I think we heard something about that from Harkin, but he was kind of a drunken fool, so let's hear it from the mouth of Captain Anderson.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Yep.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
And
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
Oh,
But if they
would
do
be.
exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I can do that.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Alright, so it seems we kind of have three options on where to begin, and I'm probably going to start by tracking down the daughter of apparently one of Saren's lieutenants. She's potentially a threat, I mean, if she's the daughter, but we could also, maybe she knows something, so but regardless of which of these three you choose, that doesn't force you to go to any of those places first. That's kind of just what you're telling these guys you're going to do. You don't have to stick to it, but I'll say that.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Yeah, well, might be necessary.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
This doesn't matter. Well, obviously something went wrong.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Yeah.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
That sucks.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
So, wow. So, Saren's been a dick for a while, though. It's not just recent events. Yeah, man. Wasn't your fault. But, I mean, Shepard's not one to pander or, you know, he knows Anderson knows it wasn't his fault, so he's not going to sit there and say that to him. It just seems kind of like, what's the word? Like a needless courtesy, maybe? I'm not really sure how to phrase it, but yeah, he's not the kind of guy to offer false sympathies, maybe, I guess. Not really false, but you know what I mean.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
And again, asking if he's okay. I mean, Shepard and Anderson are soldiers, and they don't need to really worry about that too much. I've kind of already been told about these places, so let's get to the Normandy and
I should go.
check this
I'll be here if you
bird
need
out.
anything.
I mean, Yeah, and you can kind of run along the outside of the ship and get more of these codex entries and little bumps in experience. I believe there's a couple, maybe. Yeah, there's one there. Inspect the hull. It's like doing a ship inspection. And I think, yeah, there's the thrusters. Yeah. So you can get all those. There's a keeper here. I remember, I think I was missing one keeper the first time I played this forever. I never did find him, and he was sitting right here the whole time. But that's not really a time-sensitive quest or mission, so let's get on the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I'm ready.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Epic speech. Oh, that was kind of glitchy. Alright, look outside the viewport. So, here we are on the bridge of the Normandy. We've been here before, but now we have full reign of the ship. We're the commander of the ship. There's a few things you can do, and we will be doing that. Let's begin by talking to Joker, actually. And just work our way back.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Doesn't lack for confidence.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Sorry, man.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.